Hi, I know there's so much content out there right now about telework, telecommuting, flexible workplace based on all the changes that we're going through. And it's probably all really good, but I want to give you some perspective because we've been running our company 100% telework, telecommute, flexible work environment for the last decade. And some observations from doing that. Because right now our world really not that much disrupted in terms of the workflow because we've been doing it for a long time. But here's some observations for you. One is you've got to replace their presence at the office with different forms of engagement. We've been a heavy user of texting, of Slack. Now we're using Microsoft Teams. We're doing a lot of teleconferencing. We're doing a lot of video conferencing. And in fact, one of the things that we're doing now is we're reinstituting our daily pep rally meetings where we get ready for 30 minutes a day just to go over the business of the day. There's so much changing. We've got to have that conversation. I think it's really good in this time to stay connected with your teams, and this is how you do that. Regular meetings, virtual, face-to-face in some ways, but virtual meetings that replace them being at the office. Because our number one thing has always been work is what you do, not where you're at. So we're practicing that. So that's one. Replace the engagement with different formats of engagement. The second is set really clear expectations for your team members. How often do they respond to email and when? Phone call returns, response to client inquiries, things like that. You may want to set some expectations around hours of the day that they need to be available and online. And whether you want to monitor that or not is up to you. I trust my team. I call them at any time of the day. They know that. We're ready to go 24/7, 365. But adapt that for your organization. Then the third observation is this. Get really clear on your metrics and expectations and what your goals are. Your goals may need to be adjusted, frankly. It's a good time to look at that. But since you're not measuring Johnny or Jane every day because they come into the office, right, you need to have very clear metrics in place for the measurement of all of your employees, including now it's easy for the people that do business development work, and a lot of our people do. Sales and activity and sales and being able to see those metrics are very clear. You may need to set those expectations and goals for people that are in support roles, in communications, in administrative and operational functions. Their life and their role on the job may have just changed. So what are your goals and your expectations of them? Be very clear about that. So it's about engagement in a different way. It's about setting clear expectations, and how are you going to measure that? That's my experience after about a decade of doing it this way. I hope you enjoy it like we do. See ya.